You've been arrested, you're at the police station, and you're just about to blow into the breath device. And the police officer says, don't burp. But when he's not looking, you sort of, a little bit of burp. Does that matter? Yeah, it really does. Hi, I'm Northern Virginia criminal defense attorney Scott Nolan, and I'm here to talk to you about the 20-minute waiting period. Virginia law requires that the police officer observe you for at least 20 minutes prior to you blowing into the evidentiary breath device. And this is to make sure that you haven't swallowed anything, eaten anything, put anything in your mouth, or burped, because all of those things can cause your reported breath alcohol concentration to be much higher than your true breath alcohol concentration. Breath machines like Virginia's ECIR2 are looking for an incredibly tiny amount of alcohol. Specifically, they're looking for 0.08 grams in 210 liters. Now that's like looking for 3 grains of rice in a 55-gallon drum. Now obviously the human body doesn't hold as much air as a 55-gallon drum, so the breath test actually measures about 1.5 liters. And so the amount of alcohol that it's actually looking for is roughly equivalent to 3 grains of sugar. So as you can see, even a few extra molecules of alcohol in your breath can make a huge difference. And that can, if you burp, it can bring up alcohol from your stomach that wasn't in your blood and coat the mucous membranes of your mouth and your sinuses, and it can artificially raise that BAC by a very significant amount. When you burp, you bring up alcohol from your stomach. That is alcohol that's not in your blood, not affecting your brain, and it can coat the mucous membranes of your throat, your mouth, and your sinuses. And that can cause the measured BAC to jump up. It's very important that this not happen. So the officer is required to watch you. In the first place, this means you should watch the officer, because very often these folks are not taking this duty very seriously. In my experience, they're often chatting with other officers or doing paperwork or even completely out of the room. In the second place, it's very common that police officers believe that anything that goes wrong with their breath test device is your fault. Naturally, if you're burping, it must be because you're trying to do it on purpose. And they'll tell you, look, you burped once, I'm gonna give you a break. But if you burp again, I'm going to charge you with refusal to take the breath test device. Now this is obvious nonsense. Very few people have the reflexes and ability to control their burping. I don't know about you, I don't. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And it's super common that people come into my office and say, the officer warned me not to burp, and they warned me I'd get another charge if I did burp. And then I burped, but I didn't tell them I did because I didn't want to get in trouble. You just raised your BAC by some unknown quantity. You might have walked out of there without a criminal charge if you had just told the officer, please give me another chance. I burped. Always tell the officer if you burped. If you have any questions about the 20-minute waiting period or any other area of the law, I'd be happy to talk to you about it. And you have a great day.